Yeah, I mean, it's been so overdue. It's this long-awaited situation where I was skeptical. I was beginning to lose hope that either of these cases would ever see the light of day insofar as some type of judicial action. But I'm pleasantly surprised and happy and elated that this day has come, at least for Tupac's case. Yeah, so he was back in 2006 when I get assigned to work on the Biggie Smalls case, the Christopher Wallace case. It's a cold case, and Keffe D's name was involved in those case files. We always knew he was kind of a person of interest in that case. He had been at the Peterson Auto Museum the night that Biggie was killed, along with other associate gang members. And so when we ultimately knew that he wasn't just going to come through the precinct doors and sit down and talk, we knew we had to get some leverage. So we built up a federal drug case against him where he was facing 25 years. We confronted him with that. We asked him if he wanted to sit down and cooperate. He agreed to. An agreement was made between him and his attorney in the U.S. Attorney's Office where he could sit down and divulge incriminating information without the fear of having that information used against him. So he confesses to his involvement in the Tupac Shakur case and gives all the details about how he and his co-conspirators killed Tupac. So that was back in 2009. I think that and then I retired shortly thereafter. I wrote a book and then, divulged all of this. It went public. Well, he then began to go out and publicly make comments and statements that were not covered by the conditions of this agreement. He probably thought he had some type of immunity. He didn't. And so now he has essentially talked himself right into jail. Yeah, because he'd been talking about this for years. I mean, he went on a documentary called The Death Row Chronicles on BET. He wrote a book called Street Legend. He was on various podcasts talking about his involvement in the murder. And it was just really obviously bad optics for Las Vegas Police Department because he's out here publicly confessing and people are wondering, why isn't anybody doing anything about this? What the hell is going on? And so at some point, Las Vegas PD realizes that they've got to take what he's saying and apply it towards holding him responsible. There's never been immunity. That's the misconception, is that he never had immunity. All he had when he sat down and confessed to us was Fifth Amendment protection, self-incrimination protection. So that just meant what he told us at that point in time in that meeting, we could not use that information. There was no immunity, but he believed likely that he had some type of immunity, and that gave him, in his mind, the protection to go out and boast about his role in the murder.